How's it, my brews and brewettes? My name is Wayne. Welcome to my channel where I ride trails, I rate mountain bikes, and I review products. Today's video is all about this right here tire. This is the Goodyear Newton ST that I've been riding for a couple of weeks on my bike. Intro. Before we get started, I got to send a huge shout out to my Patreon subscribers. Thank you guys so much for hooking up with me on Patreon. If you aren't a Patreon subscriber yet, consider subscribing there. You'll get early releases, 2 videos per week, longer videos, longer reviews, helping me get products, and you'll be helping the channel out. The link is in the video description below. It's also going to pop up on the corner of the screen just about now. Goodyear has recently brought out a whole new range of mountain bike tires for mountain bikers. Firstly, there's the Peak, which is the cross-country tire. There is the Escape, which is a trail cross-country tire. And then there is this Newton, which is the Enduro downhill tire. It comes in 2 different casings, the DH casing, which is a dual ply, and it comes in this normal Enduro casing, which is a 1.5 ply. 2 different tire compounds. There is this one, which is the R/T, and then there is the RS/T, which is the softer compound. If you're looking for a stickier tire, you'll go for the RS/T. It comes in 2 different tire widths, the 2.4, which is the one that's installed right here, and it also comes in the 2.6. It's also available for 27.5-inch wheels and 29ers. This Newton ST is a more aggressive tire, so if you're looking for a cross-country tire, either choose the Escape or choose the Peak. If you're looking for an Enduro downhill tire, then this is the one to go for in the Goodyear range. I had this tire on my bike, which was a Ibis HD4. I also rode it on a Silverback Slider, which are both 27.5-inch bikes. This is the Newton ST Enduro Casing Ultimate with the R/T compound. I had this tire installed on a Sun Ringley rim. I also had this tire installed on my bike, which has got the Ibis 741s, which are 35mm internals. I was riding it on the front, and then once it wore down, I moved it to the rear. It's taken me down the steeps of the French Alps. It's taken me down the rocky Swiss Alps. It's been down mental Lesotho trails, and it has also been here on the dry and dusty Cape trails. When I first put it on my bike, I was riding the dry and dusty trails because it was summertime here in Cape Town. It dug in and penetrated through that layer of moon dust, got down to the hard pack below it, and just gripped. It was really nice. On the loose rocky trails, I also felt confident. I then took it over to Lesotho, where it was a mixed bag of conditions. Lesotho has massive thunderstorms, so when it does storm, it's like a downpour. Trails were really wet on some of the days that we rode. That's one of the places where this tire fell short and my confidence just went out the front door. On wet rocks, this tire just didn't grip. It just let go, and I just felt nervous every time I saw like a rock slab or a solid rock that had a bit of water on. I just felt really nervous about this tire hitting that wet patch on the rock. It let go on 1 or 2 of the rocks, and I actually crashed. It washed out, had a minor crash, got up, got back on the bike. I did hit some rock slabs later on in the day, and it was still quite nerve-wracking because I did feel that the tire wanted to let go and wanted to slip out. So on the wet rocks, the tire doesn't perform too well. Rode this tire down some French trails. It grips really well on the roots. This tire has got the Enduro casing, and I thought it was more than enough. I'm pretty bad with tires. I slash a lot of tires, and I cut a lot of tires and tear a lot of tires. You must see the tires I've got in my garage. Wrecked. The 1.5 ply on this Enduro casing was plenty for me. It's got a much better casing than the Maxxis Exo. I've torn Maxxis Exos. I've ripped knobs off Maxxis Exos. Not one plug. How's that for a casing? Not one plug, not one sidewall tear, not one knob pulling off. Really well manufactured tire this. I mean, come on. It's Goodyear, right? Usually you'd see side knobs starting to tear off, or wearing all weird and funny, but there's not one sign of tear at the base of any of these knobs. So the production of this is very good compared to some other brands where the knobs are pulling off at the base. The mounting and inflating of this tire is good, super good. Mounts easily on the rims, and I can blow it up with a floor pump. So let's get to the major problem with this tire, and that is the wear. This has been the fastest wearing tire I have had on my bike to date. I mean, I had this tire on the front and it was 3 weeks and it was finished and done. Usually a tire will last me a couple of months up front, but this one, it was done in 3 weeks. Moved it to the back as a semi-slick, 1 week, gone, finished. It's down to what it is now. Pretty much done, no grip, especially on the steep stuff. I want some grip on the steep stuff. I don't want to slide down the steep trails. It's going in the bin. And those are the downsides of this tire. Firstly, lifespan of this tire is supremely bad, and on the rocks, it's not so good. So that's it. That's my experience with riding this Newton ST. Yo, thanks for hooking up with me today on this episode. You know the drill. And if you don't, punch that like button if you like the video, subscribe if you like my channel. Thanks for hooking up with me today. I will catch you all on the next episode.